This video is not a rant. Hey, it's Jabbo, and I've had a little bit of time to calm down. Even though I've seen things that can actually make me a little bit more upset. But when you have bad things that happen to you, one of the things that you don't want to forget is the people that have done good things for you in your life. And sometimes there's the ones that can help you get you out of those deep, dark places. Not that I'm in a deep, dark place. I'm just upset with this whole FTC thing and the uncertainty. We don't know how it's going to affect, especially my TheyMightBeBricks channel, possibly any toy channel, which could mean Lego, even though this is really for adults. And I've made a few little, I don't know what the word for it is, facetious videos where I'm just kind of messing with the idea. So anyway, I've enjoyed reading everybody's comments. I love it when people get the joke, or and I'm just doing stuff that's supposed to be funny, just making lemons out of lemonade. Oh wait a minute, it's the other way around. That's what we do here. We take your good sweet lemonade and turn it into lemons. That's what BrickTsar is all about. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm thinking that the FTC's biggest focus now is, judging by what they're doing, going after Ryan Toys Review, who commented on my video when they uploaded their first video all those years ago. I don't know if the comment's still there. But those are channels that are geared definitely to very, very young children, and they heavily advertised to kids. In fact, it said that I think they have like 90% of their videos are sponsored, which is crazy to think. When I think where I was at a few years ago, I was this close. I was in 2016. I'll just be honest with you. I was literally, just from the AdSense alone on YouTube, I was making more than I made at a very good job that I still have. I still have the job with the phone company. But I was making far more with YouTube than I was with my real job. And it was like, I'm there. I'm not even making that great of videos, but for whatever reason, YouTube is promoting them and they're doing good. I make the next video, it does good. I'm like, finally, I had some ups and downs to that point over the previous 5 years leading up to that. And I was like, I finally made it. This was in October of 2016, and I don't know what happened. I think I was still working night shift at that time, and I remember, and I used to look at the analytics way too much, and I noticed around noon on, now I can't remember the date, I think it was October 10th, it just like all of a sudden stopped. It's like, because you could see I don't even think they had the real time, but I could just go in there and check every few minutes. I could see the change of the views, and it's just like all of a sudden it just stopped. And I was like, that's odd, because usually there is a drop off. Usually they'll promote a video the first 48 hours that you put it out, and you'll see a drop off. But it's like the whole channel just dropped. And I looked at my top performing videos; they went from getting thousands of views to like none. And I was like, what happened? And there was no explanation. So then I started looking at other channels that made similar content, and the same thing happened to them. And I was like, okay, it's not just me. But then there were others that theirs went up. And it was all of these channels that are like Ryan's Toys Review. And Ryan was already up there, but there was another channel that I was growing at the same rate as them. And on that day, and they actually had seen all I can say is, after that day, I went like this, they went like that. And not that I'm complaining about them. That was the reality. It was the people that made the videos for preschoolers, the finger song channels, all of that stuff just started skyrocketing, and I went into a downward thing that just went every month. It just went lower and lower until we got to where we are today. And even though my channel, TheyMightBeBricks, I'm pointing over there to where the train table is, even though it was my best performing channel, what month is this? This is September. August of 2019, that's when this is filmed in September. August 2019 was the worst month for TheyMightBeBricks Fun since I first started doing good in 2015. So It's very discouraging. So I was already kind of at a low point, and then the FTC does their thing, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm already at a low point. Now they just essentially going to kill it starting in January. So I was very, very, very discouraged. So I know it's kind of a long story leading up to, because I'm going to, I should have said it at the beginning. I'm going to be picking Mayo Hosko's order here. So, where was I? So I actually have about 10 minutes that I was talking that my phone for some reason stopped. Most likely a call came in and I didn't see it because it's turned the other way. So anyway, I had to go back and watch the video to see where it ended. So I'm going to be picking Mayo Hosko's order. And I've been talking about a lot of things that kind of got me down and where I'm at now. And one of the things, though, that I got to thinking about, because I'm going to talk about this from Mayo, and then I got one other thing I want to talk about. But when you're feeling really, really, really down, or discouraged. I'm not depressed, but I guess I'm discouraged from all the things that are going on with YouTube. But the fans, the viewers, the friends, that's what helps you. And Mayo said a lot of kind words. Jody Smith made an entire video for TheyMightBeBricks. I cried because I can't believe that there's people that take the time out of their day to say those nice things and what it's meant. And when they were relating some of the things, like there's some of the stuff that I have over there because of them, I was like, oh my goodness. It was just like you have that connection. And and you know, there's people on YouTube that get tens of millions of subscribers and they make garbage content. I would rather have one person like Mayo, or one person like Jody, or one person like you that's watching this video and hasn't stopped watching it since I started talking 8 minutes ago or whatever. And I got to think of that. I want to think of that and not the other. And I can work through this. I can still make these types of videos. I still want to continue to make the train videos. I hope that they don't hide my channel. I think that's what's going to happen. Maybe I'll just have to start another channel all over and make it clear from the beginning. But I've never, and all of this, I've promoted my Bricklink store, obviously, on this channel. Encourage people to buy if they want to. I don't think I'm a great marketer because there's not a shelf down here on the YouTube part of like all my merch. I don't have any merch. I should have merch. Why don't I have merch? Why don't I have t-shirts? I should be doing stuff like that. Why don't I have little knickknacks that people can buy? Why don't I could actually have things that you could buy that aren't Lego specific even. It's just all kinds of things I'm just terrible at. But now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the preschool channels. That's why YouTube got in trouble, because they were marketing these preschool channels as, hey, we can put all these ads. You can put these ads on our videos because these 6-year-olds are going to be watching it, and then their parents will have to go buy the product. And this is what got them in trouble. But it's going to affect people like us that have never done that. I don't think I've ever done that. In fact, one of the things that the kids always want me to do on Trains Are Fun is to do stories. And I've kind of done silly things. And it's like stories is one of the things they're going after when you're doing playtime or pretend play or stories with common kid characters like Thomas or something like that. So it can get in. I don't know what's going to happen. I just don't know. And a lot of us are worried. And some of you that might not be thinking about it, it might affect you too. But you know what? We got people like Mayo. So I'm going to be doing Mayo's order. And he's been a follower of all my channels for a very long time. And he's getting brick 161. And he says here in his note, he has sent a really nice note on his Bricklink order. He said, I'm sorry that YouTube doesn't care about its creators anymore. I would like to request this order to be a PABLO episode. That's picking a Bricklink LEGO order. The brick is not PABLO. Me picking the pieces out of the drawer. That's the PABLO. The brick is a signed brick. So there's two separate things. But he knows that. I would also like to request a signed brick with the number 161. See? So PABLO is the picking. the signed brick, and he wants the brick numbered 161. And why? Because 100 miles equals 161 kilometers, and so 161, that helps him with the conversion, and he says that's his favorite number. And then he says, why the heck is 1 mile 1,760 yards? I don't know. You know, it's the English system, but the U.S. just, we're stubborn, hard-headed people here. I guess they don't want to drop it, so we never went metric. So 5,280 feet, is that what a mile is? I don't know. All right, it says, as you may know, I really want to see you in Philly in 2020, as I've been saving $1,600 since my 17th birthday in 2018 for return plane tickets from Australia to New York. Did I forget to mention that? He's in Australia. Why did I show the brick again? I would love to talk to you in person and take a selfie with you in front of the pin lug train layout. I hope you can coop the funds to see me there, because you're my hero. It would be best if you could confirm or not confirm if you're going to Philly by the end of January, because booking international plane tickets very expensive and save a lot of money if you get them early. It says no pressure or anything. I just want to see you in person for what you do in the community. Cheers from the land down under, and keep on bricking. So no matter what the FTC does, no matter what YouTube does, if YouTube dies tomorrow, I still got my Lego store, and I still got the contacts I've made. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and all that, in case something happens to YouTube. Thank you for saying all those kind things. And as far as Philly, I'm going to Brick Fair, Alabama, which is in January of 2020. So it's very unlikely. I said in the part that when I was recording before that it was 99% sure that I'm not going to Philly. So I know that's really disappointing. I really want to give you that opportunity, like if we go to a show that is something you're able to go to, that would work out for you, Mayo. So I want to go to Virginia, the Brick Fair, Virginia. And I think that's later in the year. Like Philly would be in April. Virginia would be later in the year. And there's also Brick World Chicago that's in June. But you're talking about flying to New York. I don't know if there's other things that you would be doing. New York is a great state. I haven't been to New York in a while. I really want to go to New York. And if you don't know, I really, really, really want to go to Train World. And there's also a train museum that invited me. They didn't sponsor me, but they said, hey, come up here, do a video. We'll give you red carpet treatment free, to go. But, they're not going to fly me up there to go, but they're offering that, which is good. I mean, that's all I would ask, really. I forgot the name of it. I'm never going to find it again. It's the really big miniature world up there. It's in New York. It used to be the biggest miniature railroad. Now it's not, I think. I think there's one in Europe that's bigger. But and I want to go to Train World, like I said. And then there's other things I want to see in New York. So maybe we could do something like that. I don't know what other things would be going on in New York in 2020. But, speaking of Train World, I would love it if Lego sponsored me, or Lego, if I was in the land and I could get the stuff that I like. But that's one thing about Train World, is that they've actually sent me stuff that I've liked. With this channel, especially when it was bigger than TrainsR's got 100,000 subscribers. This channel's got 52. But this channel used to be the biggest of all my channels. And I used to get people always wanting to send me stuff. And it had nothing to do with Lego. Or it was barely had something to do with Lego. I mean, even Mega Bloks sent me stuff, which I appreciated. They sent me some Despicable Me stuff. I like Despicable Me. Took it. I would like to have gotten some of the SpongeBob stuff, but I think it was not in the time they were doing that. I would like to have gotten some of the Star Trek stuff, but they weren't doing it then either. They wanted to send me Pokemon, and I told them no. And I never heard from them again. So I guess if you tell them no, they're like, okay, we're not going to waste our time with that guy. So anyway, how did I get sidetracked on that? Let me see if I'm still recording. I am still recording. All right, so it's time to do the PABLO. That's enough talking. That's like 15 minutes of talking. I'm sorry. All right, so we're going to do Mayo's PABLO, which he's got 12 different lights. So this won't take long. I got to get some new magic markers. This is terrible penmanship. Terrible, but it's authentic, so that's what you'll be getting. Oh, he's getting something from drawer 3. That's 2. Drawer 3. I hope everything's there. We got 6 trans. Those are 10. 10 round bricks. Video may be a little disjointed. There was, I think, about 7 or 8 minutes in that part before I started talking about Mayo where I was talking and not recording. My thing stopped recording, so hopefully this all makes sense after I put everything together. So you got all these one by one. These things are hard to, every time I put these in the store, they sell out. So it hadn't been long since I put these in there, and he just bought all of them. And I have no other orders pending. He ordered 23. There's actually more than 23, so I'm going to give him all of them. Sometimes it's easier just to, if there's 1 or 2 pieces, just it's just easier just to include them. What drawer am I going to? 218. Oh, okay, these kind of go with that. They're the reddish, the trans red versions of those. Oh man, I've never seen this before. I mean, I've seen the part, but he's ordering a whole bunch of these checkered flags. Wonder what he's going to do with that. He's ordering 40 of them. 10 trans red. Nice. Uh-oh. Somebody got the dark pink stairs. Awesome. This is from set 5870. A classic Belleville set. I'll set that there for now. 2066. Where are you? Right there. More round bricks. I hope they're all there. These are... should be 28. Now going over here, he wants some tiles. 2402 right there. Oh, I got to count these out. He didn't get all of them, but he got a lot. Let me count those. Oh, I forgot to speak. He got all of those, all of the white round bricks. Now we got 3327. He's got one of these windshield. Where is it? 3327. Oh, it's down here. Ooh, look at that. Did he get all of them or just one? Oh, he got all 3 of them. I got to make sure I pack those where they don't get all scratched up or break on the way to Australia. Uh-oh, he ordered a base plate. I say uh-oh because sometimes those things are tricky to pack because you don't want them to get bent. But I got some new bubble mailers that are big enough to handle these, and I'll make sure I do it in a way where they don't get bent. Oh man, I'm hitting all over my microphone. Alright. Base plates are one of the things, like, sometimes I'm like, do I put them in my store? Do I keep them? Because sometimes you need them for building cities, and water is hard to come by sometimes. But he got those, and then the last piece he got is from the sticker book. I'm just going to go squat down here on the floor because my table's full right now. This is the sticker book. And he got 29. Oh, good sticker. Oh. Alright, so that's Mr. Bean's tie. This is from the Brickheads. Probably one of the best sets that I didn't care about. Like, I wasn't interested in it, but the Brickhead set, was a good set. And this is a great sticker sheet. I should have kept this. That's alright. I got a couple more, but it's got the 3D glasses, it's got the space logo, it's got the 2x2 brick, the Blacktron, the football, Mr. Bean's tie. I mean, this is a good one. Oh, and it works out that he's got the base plates because I can put that in between there so the sticker doesn't get bent. Alright, so thanks Mayo for the order. I got to pack all this stuff up. I'll do that off camera. I appreciate everything, and I'll give you... don't know if I did it in the part, but I think it's the part when I wasn't recording, but I got something extra for you in case I didn't send it to you before. You'll see it when it comes. But thank you. And thank you for being who you are. Thank you for commenting on my videos. Thank you all to those, not only those that watch and don't comment, but because sometimes people can't because of the device they watch on. But thank you to the people that leave your comments, and especially been encouraging here in the last few days when it's been a particularly discouraging time with YouTube. But when you think about big picture again, I think I mentioned this in a previous video, just thinking big picture, and sometimes it makes your problems not seem so bad. Everything will be good. No matter what happens. YouTube dies tomorrow. Everything will be good. I'll be disappointed. I'll be sad. I'll be upset. But it's not the end. Okay? And I think back to, I don't know what time of year it was. I don't know what exactly month it was. I don't even know if it was 2006 or in 2007, sometime around there. Might have been before then. I don't remember. I had a little digital camera that I thought was good, but it wasn't that good. And I recorded some videos right almost in this very spot. Yeah, it would have been in this area over here where some of the shelves are. We had a GeoTrax set up that I had made, a multi-level GeoTrax. We had a helix where you could get to the upper level. And I filmed a video of the whole train running. I don't remember why I filmed it. I don't know if it was to have my son. I don't know why I filmed it. I don't remember what the purpose of filming the video was. And my son, Jacob, TheyMightBeBricks, and I played with that. And then I filmed, I think I had 3 or 4 clips that I had recorded. And then later, on April 18th, 2018, for whatever reason, no, excuse me, April 18th, 2008, I decided to upload that video in one of me playing with my nephew on the train table. We uploaded that to YouTube. And then I didn't think about it. I uploaded another video in 2009. There might have been a few others, I don't remember, but YouTube, Google contacted me about monetizing, and then I started thinking about YouTube. I started doing all the things that I needed to do. I had advice from people. I watched YouTube Creator Studio things. I watched people that did tutorials on making videos. I learned a lot about making videos. I met a lot of great people along the way. I did everything they asked me that I could reasonably. And I built this empire that is BrickTsar. Well, it's not really an empire. It's just I got something out of that. I posted a video. I was not very good at making videos, and it became something. And it got to the point where I thought this would be something that I would enjoy doing as a career. And so I worked on that goal while continuing to work my full-time job. And then I remember years ago, it was Mad About Lego who was doing really, really well. And the reason that he wasn't quitting his full-time job or just solely dependent on YouTube because he said it wasn't reliable, that was like 6, 7 years ago. And boy, is that true. It's not reliable. So view it for what it is. It's a fun way to interact with other people. It's a great way that I have been able to make some friends across the world. Australia, on the other side of the world. I got people from Japan all the way to Canada, everywhere. Where are you from? Leave it in the comments below if you watched this long, if you have. Maybe you can listen to this like it's a podcast or something. It's not a podcast, but you know what I mean. I've talked a lot in this video, and it's been very, is it cathartic or lethargic? Maybe I'm lethargic. I feel better, and all I'm doing is talking to this stupid camera here. I mean, you're not stupid. I was pointing at the iPhone, not you. The iPhone. I was pointing at it. It's stupid. All right? It's like, anyway, I got to go. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Mayo, for the order. If YouTube dies tomorrow, I will still be doing what I can to have fun.